All right, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Husker Nation? Sorry, this video is coming late. Nebraska plays at 6:30 tonight. So here in just a couple of hours. Um, at the time of recording this video, um, meant to do it yesterday evening, and I got busy with some other stuff and just didn't have time. We got a lot going on here. I'm not going to get into too much details because I'm not sure exactly how much I can say just yet. But we got some really good things happening, family wise, and there's a lot of work going on around here to make that stuff happen. That's why I'm taking this semester off of school at UNK. Real quick plug: HouseJoyGlassworks.com is running a 65% sale across the board. Plus, if you use code, let me double check that real quick. Just going to do the shameless plug real quick. I believe it's code Huskers. Actually, nope, that's the wrong screen. It's going to be up here. I believe it's code Huskers, I believe is what I did the promo code for you guys. Let's see, discounts. You'll find it right here. Oh, no, it's code Go Big Red. It also gets you 65% off your order. Save that. Go ahead and save that promo code because, like I say, right now it's 65% off anyways. So definitely check out HouseJoyGlassworks.com. We got some beautiful glass jewelry that I've made on that site. Check us out there. We're also going to be taking part in Nebraska Junk Giant. So if you're in Nebraska, the 26th through the 28th, stop by and see us in Ravenna. We're gonna have a whole mess of items ready to rock and roll. Not just from us, but we're also going to have some, we have some family that are going to be piggybacking off of us, so they're going to have some cool stuff too. But let's get into the matter at hand. Enough with the shameless plug. But like I said, check us out. So Nebraska is facing Akron this week. Now, last week we had a bit of a nail biter against Cincinnati. I still think a lot of that was, there's a lot of new components to the team this year. So I think there was a lot of trying to learn to play together. And we made some big improvements over last year, if you didn't notice. Now, the D line is a little bit scary, but they're young, they're inexperienced. Give them time. So what do I think about this week's game? I got my notes up here, so if I'm looking up here, that's why. I also got the visual of the screen here, so if you see me look over here, I'm just making sure that everything's right. And actually, you know what? I just realized last video I recorded that wasn't in there. Put that in there real quick. So let's go into it. So Nebraska is coming into this game 1-0. We beat Cincinnati in a nail biter 20-17. However, that was our first season opening win over a Power 5 team since 2003. So, keep that in mind. We played a Power 5 team for our season opener and won. We haven't done that in a while. Dylan Raiola, he was sharp. 33 for 42 passes complete. 33 completed for 42 passes attempted. That's for a total of 243 yards and 2 touchdowns. Emmett Johnson had 108 rushing yards. So I mean, our offense it's working. Our offense is working. Defense, yeah, we got some concern. The D line gave up 202 rushing yards to Cincinnati. There was no sacks. This week, we're playing at home. We're playing in Memorial Stadium. I mean, don't get me wrong, Arrowhead might as well have been Lincoln South last week. But you know, we're playing at home in Memorial Stadium. This will mark the 403rd straight sold out home game, which is unmatched in college football. Let's look at Akron. Akron is 0-1. They lost 10-0 to Wyoming last week. They managed just 228 yards, 139 passing yards with one interception. Um, they're not looking good. This should be a tune-up game for us. They have offensive struggles. They averaged a blunt 0.0 points per game. They didn't score at all last week. So, and just 89 yard. I'm trying to read my stats here, trying to interpret them. 89 rushing yards per game, is what they're currently sitting at, which is 110th in the FBS. Their defense only allowed 166 rushing yards and 266 passing yards, which is 106th in the FBS. Other context, Akron isn't eligible for postseason play this year due to academic shortcomings. So Akron, they're getting to play this year, but they're not eligible for postseason due to academic shortcomings. Their offense is struggling. Their defense is struggling. Nebraska's got a pretty, Nebraska's looking pretty good in this game. Like Nebraska, I expect us to dominate against Akron. FanDuel has the spread at 34.5, and we are a strong favorite according to them with an over under of 47.5 points. Let's see. AP data Scribe has Nebraska winning 21-2, which is a low scoring projection. I think we're going to go up. ESPN, again saying 21-2. Pick ATS Akron plus 34.5, under 47.5. So I mean the over unders are definitely in our favor. The spread is definitely in our favor. We are a very, very clear favorite. Character Chronicles, I don't know if you guys watch Character Chronicles. I recommend that you do. Has Nebraska winning 41-10. Sports Gambler, again, they got the same over under. They have a 60% confidence rating in Akron at least covering the spread. And they think that Akron likely avoids a complete blowout. Bleacher Nation, has again they have a little bit lower spread, favoring Nebraska, but still 33.5 points. So slightly lower, about a point lower. And they also pick Akron to cover the spread, and with them they're also saying 47.5 as well. So final predictions. I asked ChatGPT what they thought the score was going to be. They think 35-7. I'm going to go with 42-7 in favor of Nebraska. I think Nebraska is going to score at least one more touchdown than what ChatGPT thinks they're going to do. So we're in a little disagreement there, but I think Nebraska is going to definitely dominate this game. Yeah, like I said, I think we can expect a great game. I think we can expect a game where we really see a nice tune-up of the team. I think we're going to see some of the depth that the team has. I think we're going to see at least second string players, possibly going down in the third and fourth string players towards the end of the game. So I think we expect to see backup quarterbacks and expect to see, some of our other backup players getting a little bit of play time, getting a little bit of experience. But all in all, I'm saying 42-7 Nebraska. I mean, that is ultimately where I think the score is probably going to be. Um, we'll see. We'll see. And I will definitely catch you guys after the game to record another video reacting to it. It'll either be done tonight or sometime tomorrow. So, yeah, like I said, I think Nebraska's going to do really, really well this season. I still think they're going to do well. I think last week, a lot of it had to do with the team still learning to play together. We got a lot of new components to the team. We got a lot of new players. We actually have a special teams that actually can perform. So, and I think that's going to be huge. Not sure what else to say on it. I think, like I said, I think Nebraska's going to win. I think they're going to do really, really well. I think they're going to do way better than a lot of people are predicting. Um, I think it's going to be, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a blowout where, to be honest, I think Akron is either going to score once early, they're going to score a touchdown once early, or when we start getting in our third and fourth string players to get some experience, maybe that. But I think by the end of the game, they're going to be so worn out trying to keep up with Nebraska that, you know, it's going to be hard. Looking forward to Houston Christian next week. I think Nebraska is going to do really well there. I'm also looking at trying to get out to at least one game this season, possibly the Iowa game. I got to talk to some people. There's still like a group of 4 tickets available through the bank here where I live. So I'm looking at possibly snatching up those 4 tickets to the Iowa game, and maybe bring be like my wife and maybe some friends or family members along with. So yeah, if I do end up making it to that game, I will let you guys know. And yeah, if you happen to see me at Memorial Stadium during that game, you want to say hi, say hi. Um, I am definitely open to that and whatnot. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to seeing Nebraska really, with this game, I think really do a tune up, high ISIS. My wife's Doberman here, to your nose there. She wants to say hi. She's excited for the game too. So is Delilah and Bug. Delilah and Bug are both at my feet as well. Bug, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Bug? This is Bug. She's a Nebraska dog, as you can see. She wants to say hi. You want to say hi? Look at the camera. Look. Right there. Say hi to everybody. Hey. But with that, I'm going to hop off of here. We got some stuff to do before the game, get ready for the game, and all that good stuff. Like I said, looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to all the. Oh, Finn, you want to say hi? Hold on. Another dog wants to say hi. You guys got to see Finn too. Come here. Come here. He's all decked out in his Husker jersey. You want to say hi, Finn? Say hi to the people. Yeah, they're right there. Look at the camera. You're not trying to look at the camera. You just want to be up in Dave's lap. Okay. And Delilah, do you want to say hi? Delilah ain't got her bandana on yet, but this is Delilah. She's my service dog. She's a good girl. Right, down. But we got 4 dogs. um, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna hop off of here, get ready for the game. There's a bunch of stuff needs to happen. Like I said, I'm expecting Nebraska to dominate this game. We're playing a team that isn't that good. Um, you know, but it's a good warm up. It's a good tune up game. Last week was a nail biter. This week, I do not expect it to be a nail biter. If it is a nail biter this week, then we got some deeper issues that we got to work through. Um, but like I said, Nebraska should dominate this game. They should be, leaving this game 2-0 with a lot of confidence. And then, like I said, next week we got Houston Christian. I'm predicting that Nebraska is going to dominate them as well. So I'm not changing any of my predictions for the season, um, yet. Um, the next, this game and the next two games after it, I think are going to be really telling. Because we got Houston Christian, who we should dominate. And then we got Michigan. Michigan's going to be a challenge. So we'll see how that is. But like I said, I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to get ready for the game. Looking forward to watching it. As always, go Big Red. God bless. And I'll catch y'all very, very soon.